Hey guys, it's Ari here from SpeedCubeShop.com. In 2021, we've seen a lot of manufacturers, especially GAN, become really successful in their 3x3 flagships, and a lot of these puzzles look extremely similar to that of GAN's designs. They have been extremely influential in the past couple of years, especially with world record breaking cubes. So today we're going to talk about and unpack why other manufacturers may be opting for a more similar style to GAN's puzzles. To be clear, we're not accusing any manufacturers of blatantly copying GAN, we're just talking about the similarities and current trends in SpeedCube design from the mid-2010s to early 2020s. There may be more innovation and different designs that pop up in the near future, so we're happy to see what other SpeedCube companies have in store for us next. GAN SpeedCubes have a couple similar characteristics. A stickerless design with primary or black internals through a capped design, we'll touch more on this later. Spring adjustment systems, first introduced in the GAN Air SM, adjustable magnets in their flagship puzzles, different stickerless finishes, commonly a frosted finish, quiet buttery smooth turning, and top performance. The primary or black internals on these GAN cubes are certainly one of the most defining characteristics, as they're easily identifiable. One of the first times GANs used the stickerless cap design was in the GAN 249 2x2, which came in a black internal plastic version for the V1 and then a primary internal version for the V2. This was continued with the iconic GAN 356X, known for its stickerless cap design and black internals. The latest iteration in flagships in 2020 and 2021 respectively are the GAN 11M Pro and GAN 12M Pro, which come primarily in that primary plastic internal with the stickerless cap design. Over the years, there have been two primary ways of designing SpeedCubes, the split piece design and a cap design. Split piece design is where corner and edge pieces are made up of 4 or 3 pieces respectively, with corner pieces consisting of 3 interlocking pieces that form around a corner stalk. This is similar for the edge, with 2 edge pieces forming around the edge stalk. These pieces come together to form the stickerless sides of a piece on a stickerless puzzle. Many manufacturers have used this design successfully, notably Chigi with their Volk 3-line and Moyu with their Weilong line of puzzles at their flagship end, and budget puzzles such as the Mofang Jiaoshi RS3 series and the Yushin Little Magic 3x3s. Cap design is what GAN is probably most known for, where pieces are made from a single mold for the main contact points and the inner stalk as a singular piece, with the caps clipping into the main piece that forms the stickered or stickerless exteriors. This enables the manufacturer to mass produce the actual cube mechanism and the external color or finishes separately, something of which GAN has explored throughout their UV coating, frosted surfaces, and soft finishes on their GAN 11 and 12 3x3s. This piece design and method of manufacturing also allows for flexibility in internal color, as seen in the Moyu WRM 2021 variants and the new special edition of the YJ MBC Evo, which was teased by YJ recently. GAN is also well known for releasing many special or limited edition versions of their puzzles over the years, most recently being the GAN 12 Maglev limited edition in a peacock or emerald colorway, coming in at just under $100. We have seen a certain trend in manufacturers switching from this split piece design to the cap design. For instance, there's that Moyu WRM 2020 where they use the split piece design with some primary internals, and switching to a full primary internal plastic with a capped piece design. GAN has seen immense success in the cubing space, with world-class speedcubers using their flagships to set record after record. GAN has been known for their innovation in the cubing space, being a forerunner in the emergence of magnetic puzzles in the GAN 356 Air UM and their adjustable spring tensioning systems that have carried throughout since the original 356 Air. Importantly, GAN has gradually increased their pricing over the years, where cubes such as the GAN 356S was available for $22.95 at SpeedCubeShop.com. Whilst GAN flagships in 2021 are priced at over $60 US. Thanks to GAN's heavy sponsorship in the world-class speedcubing space, GAN has continued to dominate in brand perception, with many top solvers sponsored by and opting to use their puzzles. Other companies may be looking to find similar success in the SpeedCube market, especially the flagship space, and may think that taking inspiration from GAN or using a similar design language, that they may be able to find similar success that GAN has enjoyed. GAN is often called the Apple of cubing, selling their products at a premium price point, similar to that of the tech conglomerate, and even copying the same naming convention with the 356X, which is similar to that of the iPhone X, or iPhone X, and the 356 XS similar to that of the iPhone XS. However, a highly prevalent trend in the mobile phone space is the direct inspiration of product features or design choices that Apple phones have had over the years, namely the infamous notch that the release of the iPhone X had in 2017. Other design choices have been inspired or copied before and following this, notably the removal of the headphone jack and the adoption of Qi wireless charging standard. This similarity in design is now ever more present in modern SpeedCube flagships and even budget puzzles from competing brands, as seen in some recent 2021 releases such as the X-Man Tornado V2, the Qi MP, the PeakCube S3R, and the Diansheng Solar S3x3s. Some designers have even come from GAN and started their own speedcubing brands, which are pretty well inspired by, or at least relatively similar to, that of GAN puzzles, which makes sense because they were former designers of GAN. The primary internal plastic has also been similarly copied, with the GAN 11M Pro releasing in September of 2020, and the Moyu WRM 2021 now featuring primary plastic in 2021, the MSCube MS3V1M also releasing in 2021, and the YJ MGC Evo 3x3 in 2021. So now what's the future? Companies will now have to find further innovations in different aspects of speedcubing hardware, as tinkering with this type of plastic and aesthetic thing will likely only get them so far. This may be found in new features, such as the further development of the adjustable magnet and spring systems, or might be the implementation of these systems in puzzles other than the traditional 3x3. Like what we see with maglev being implemented in Moyu's new Jinzita magnetic pyraminx, which features maglev. Other more sideways forms of innovation that stray away from GAN's designs might be seen in the PeakCube S3R, from a new manufacturer that, despite looking very similar to GAN X internally, features interchangeable interior pieces for different turning fields. You can watch a video on that product up here. Something that is to be seen is whether other competitors adopt GAN's high-end pricing, where GAN's latest flagships cost upwards of $60 US. We are yet to see other manufacturers truly reach this price point. However, some other manufacturers have made strides to undercut the heavy price tags, as seen in the prices of the Moyu, YJ, Diansheng, and MS Cubes, for example. This is very similar to the pricing of Apple iPhones in comparison to their competitors, with Apple consistently pricing their flagships upwards of $1,000, while their Asian competitors such as Xiaomi, for example, price their flagship at a similar price point, and their more budget-conscious options at less than half the price. This undercutting may be an attempt to attract the more budget-conscious, a category of which both Apple and GAN have made their own offerings, with Apple producing products such as the iPhone XR and GAN producing the GAN 11M and GAN 11 Air, stripped down versions of their flagships. Whilst not an apples to apples comparison, get it, apples to apples, comparing SpeedCube brands and trends with the mobile phone space is likely the closest realistic comparison available currently, and likely will be the case for the foreseeable future. GAN has been a forerunner in the speedcubing space, especially with their flagship 3x3s. Their adjustment options and their recognizable design with the primary or black internals, alongside their flagship buttery smooth turning, has proven to be a recipe for success with the high amounts of sales over the years. Thanks to this success, other manufacturers have followed suit with obvious trends in their design, being clearly inspired by GAN's designs, both visually and in their overall design, cementing GAN's position as the Apple of cubing, which is now reflected in their high-end price tag. We may continue to see GAN create puzzles with similar designs in order to capitalize on research and development invested into their current flagships. Similar to that of Apple, where their flagship designs take a number of years before any major leaps in their overall design, such as the iPhone 5 to 8 sharing essentially the same design, before jumping to a bezel-less design in the iPhone X. There was no iPhone 9. GAN similarly took multiple years of multiple iterations of their highly similar stickered cubes from the GAN 356 to the GAN 356 Air SM, before making the leap to stickerless cap designs that we now see today with the GAN X onwards. We also may see an increase in the number of manufacturers adopting the capped piece design, perhaps at a lower price point to entice cubers who are looking for the same design but don't want to pay the higher price tag. Conversely, we may see other manufacturers start to up their price point. Only time will tell. We look forward to seeing what GAN and other competing manufacturers have on offer in the coming months and years to come in the speedcubing space. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what other speedcubing trends and manufacturers you would like us to cover next. And shop at SpeedCubeShop.com for the latest speedcubing products. I'm Ari, thanks for watching.